Les agradecemos su paciencia. Las preguntas empezarán en unos instantes. ¿Se acabó? No hay más.
It's on the way for you, live on EA TV. Hello and welcome to Valencia's famous Estadio Mestalla. My name's Guy Mowbray, and I'm joined by Sue Smith on the gantry, and we've got La Liga EA Sports action coming right up. It's Valencia, and they take on Real Madrid. Turning the defence around. But they can't go any further here, offside. This is how the hosts line up.
Yeah, a 4-5-1 or a 4-2-3-1. A lot of coaches are adopting this nowadays, as it does give you those two holding players, while you've still got plenty of threat from the wide wingers.
This is the Real Madrid starting lineup. Achraf Hakimi plays with Ferland Mendy in the fullback positions, and they'll play with a lone striker up front. Good work from Real Madrid to win the ball back. That's a good pass. And he'll take this on. Well, it was a decent attempt, but it's been placed just wide. Andre Almeida. Of saves, but you'd expect him to probably stop that. We've been on the wrong end of this fixture of late, and that really needs to change.
Yeah, it does, and they've not got the best record against them, have they? I'm sure the manager's going to have a plan today. Let's see how they go, eh?
Jude Bellingham. The ball taken away from them. Andre Almeida. Edging ever closer to goal here. Over the byline, corner kick to come. Over it comes. Oh dear, everything about that wrong. For example, of how to head the ball. Chouameni. João Neves. Mendy. Bellingham. Real pushing forward with options available. Oh, gone for it. Oh, that's brilliant. Super sharp reactions. Delivered. Oh, great stop. Perfect positioning and strong hands to keep it out.
Well, you sense it's just a matter of time before they do score here. Certainly piling the pressure on now. Really should be ahead.
And now looking to apply further pressure from this position. They've dropped off a bit here, maybe a touch of energy conservation. And that's nice and easy for the goalkeeper.
Well, it's been all Real Madrid over these last 15 minutes or so. Now it's about making all of the pressure and all of the attempts count. If they find that clinical touch in front of goal, they'll get what they deserve.
And maybe another opportunity is in the works here. They're just looking now for that final pass through.
Yeah, great movement, isn't it?
Mendy. Now Chouameni. Could be setting something now. And it's comfortably gathered. Andre Almeida. An attack of genuine promise developing. And that's where it ends. Making decent progress here. All takes it on. And that's going to be all for the first half here at the Mestalla. So away we go then for the second half. Mendy. Josko Gvardiol. Mendy. Gvardiol. If you missed the news earlier, PSG have completed the transfer they've been working on. Is it a good move, Sue?
Yeah, I think it's a good transfer. It'll certainly add a lot of quality to the team, and I'm sure the club are delighted to have him on board. I'm really looking forward to seeing his debut.
Andre Almeida. Closed it down well. Promising attack, but only to a point.
Yeah, did well to stop the danger.
Aurelian Chouameni. And there's more from La Liga on the way on EA TV as Valencia face Elche. Another game to hopefully whet your appetite. We're into the final half hour. This is a lovely spell on the ball. And the defender saw the chance to stop them and took it. And we've got goal news coming in from the San Mamés. Here's Alex Scott.
It's a goal for Elche. The score's level again now at 1-1 with 64 minutes played.
Regular updates from Alex along the way. Well, he tried to put the hammer down on that one, and the result wasn't pretty. They're making a change here. Jude Bellingham. And there's more from La Liga on the way on EA TV as Real face Girona. Really hope you can be with us for that. Ugrinic. Duro. Now, this might be promising. And the keeper collects, one with a high degree of difficulty. Oh, that's really well cut out. That's one. What's next? And the ball has been nicely cut out.
Yeah, read the game superb. Good awareness there.
Aurelien Chouameni. Ousmane Dembele. Lovely weighted pass. It's a breakthrough at long, long last.
Well, let's take another look at this. I thought he might have been off at first, but it's really well timed. And then once Dembele is through 1v1 with the goalkeeper, he goes for power, makes great contact, and it flies into the net. I'm sure he'll be happy with that.
So they've taken the lead, and there's not long left to hang on to it as we go again.
Well, they haven't been at their best, but this game's far from over. The fans are just reminding them of that. You've got to think that they'll have at least one more decent chance before the final whistle.
And that's where it ends, with possession lost. Chouameni. João Neves. On to Bellingham. Oh, brilliant anticipation.
Yeah, anticipated well there. He was onto that in a flash.
And that could now come back very quickly. Chouameni. Lovely setup. Played in with that. And it's opened up. It just needed the finishing touch. A nice move ends there. There we are, full time here, and it's Real Madrid who will go home happy, having taken all the points.
En primer lugar, querría agradecerle su tiempo para contestar a estas preguntas. Gracias de nuevo por su tiempo.
Well, what an exciting game we have in store today. The anticipation has been building up, and we're just moments away from kickoff. A warm welcome from the Spanish capital. I'm Guy Mowbray, your commentator, with the professionals' view provided by Stuart Robson. And we've got action from La Liga EA Sports on the way. It's Real Madrid, and they take on Girona.
Well, I'm excited by this encounter today. Both teams have a good game plan, both teams can be physical, and both teams have creative players. It could be a case of who wants it more.
Here's how Girona line up.
Well, the two wide players are great in 1v1 situations, and their movement is also very good. But it's the midfield three that will need to control the flow of the game.
Eduardo Camavinga. It's the first time for these two managers to go up against one another, and neither wants to give an inch.
Well, they both know how they want to play, but who will come out on top? This should be very interesting.
Here they go, the attack is on. Not so much given away as cleverly won. And a corner to come. Or maybe only a half chance. It's missed by quite a distance.
Yeah, but he was under a lot of pressure there. He certainly won the header.
Well, he's a player that many have been talking about. Will we be talking about him for the right reasons today, though?
Well, he's certainly weighed in with his fair share of goals this season, Guy. At times he's been unstoppable, so he'll need to be tightly marked today, that's for sure.
When they last played, Real were the winners against Valencia. So how's this one going to go?
Well, I thought it was a good defensive display to keep a clean sheet away from home and then take their chance when it came. Today I'm expecting a similar outcome because they have that little bit of extra quality. It will be tight, though.
It's deflected out. Over it comes. Oh, that's a great block.
He just throws his body on the line. Excellent play.
Let's cross to Alex now with news of a goal in the Barcelona match.
Yeah, it's a goal for Barcelona. It's now 1-0 with 23 minutes played.
Thanks, Alex, as always. No way through, possession lost. Van der Beek. No stopping him yet. Making good ground and still going. Now, can someone attack this? Ball lost and gratefully received. Lovely weighted pass. Bellingham! It's there! That changes things. A goal for 1-0.
Well, here we can see it again. Look at the way he glides past the defender to create space for himself. And his movement's so clever. Once he gets onto it, there's only one thought in his head. Smash it as hard as possible. What a good goal.
One 0 then as we get started again. Well, news coming through of a penalty in one of the other matches. Alex Scott can fill us in.
Yeah, it was a penalty for Villarreal. The luck was definitely with the goalkeeper on this one. It hit the post and it went out of play. It remains 0-0 with 35 minutes played.
And Alex will keep us updated. Working hard to win it back there. They could level it here. How on earth has that not gone in? Incredible goalkeeping. Corner kick played in. And they must keep the ball a little bit better.
That was far too easily given away.
Ashraf Hakimi. João Neves. Victor Shankov. And there's the whistle, and that will do it for the first half. And the second half kicks off with 45 more minutes ahead of us. Shankov. On to Van der Beek. And they might be in. Well, what a place to lose the ball just when the chance was on.
Well, no way through there.
A chance now for a quick transition. Just a reminder that we have more coverage from La Liga coming up for you here on EA TV as Real face Villarreal. Another one for your viewing diary.
I'm really looking forward to it. Always a great atmosphere in that stadium, and it should be an entertaining match.
We're hearing now of developments in the Atletico match. Alex has goal news.
It's a goal for Atletico Madrid. It was an early cross which found him in acres of space, and it was a beautiful headed finish. They've scored the opener here with 53 minutes played.
As ever, thank you, Alex. This is lovely football, moving defenders around. João Neves. Real Madrid trying to get things moving. Eduardo Camavinga. Now Bellingham. They've lost it, needlessly really. We've seen an eye-catching performance from Jude Bellingham to this point. A lot of eye-catching things about his game.
He took his goal well and was a constant threat throughout that first half. I thought he showed a lot of skill to get out of tight situations, and he had a real impact on the play.
And cleared well away from goal. Well, here we go, time for the transition. Lovely, incisive ball, and played in now. Another goal, and it's one that tightens their grip on this game.
Well, let's look at this again, because the transition when the ball changes hands is so quick, and his movement's so clever. Once he gets onto it, there's only one thought in his head: smash it as hard as possible. What a good goal.
So it's 2-0 as the ball gets rolling again. Now a sense that something could happen from this. So 20 minutes left of this game. Shankov. Oh, superb reflexes to get across to that. Outstanding. To the box it goes. Well, he went to try and place it, but maybe power was the answer that time. Chouameni. This is Hakimi. Joško Gvardiol. Gvardiol. Well, with the lead, they're happy just to play keep ball. Bellingham. Eduardo Camavinga. We've entered the final 10 minutes. Pass played through perfectly. And it's taken away. Terrific.
That was last-ditch defending at its very best.
I'm being told of a goal in the Barcelona game, so let's cross to Alex.
Yes, it's another goal for Barcelona. It was a nice 1-2 and then a composed finish as he rounded the goalkeeper. They're ahead by 2 now with 82 minutes played.
Fantastic, Alex. Thank you. Could turn out to be a really good ball. Ball lost and the chance gone. Francis. There we are, full time here, and it's Real Madrid who will go home happy, having...
En primer lugar, muchas gracias por dedicar parte de su tiempo a contestar estas preguntas. Gracias por su tiempo.
Muchas gracias por esperar. Enseguida pasaremos a las preguntas. Esa ha sido la última pregunta.
Some games you can take or leave, some you simply must see, and this is one of those. We've got two of the best going head-to-head on the biggest stage. Defeat is not an option. It's on the way for you live on EA TV. Hello to you from the Estadio de la Ceramica, known to many as El Madrigal. I'm Guy Mowbray, joined for commentary by Stuart Robson. And we've got action from La Liga EA Sports on the way. It's Villarreal, and they take on Real Madrid.
Yeah, thanks as always, Guy. We've got two good teams here, a great atmosphere and plenty to look forward to. This should be really entertaining.
Here's how the home side lines up.
Well, it's great to see them playing with the front two, but for it to work, they need to have a good understanding. They need to link up with each other and provide a different set of skills.
Well, with the record they've built against this team, the manager certainly looks calm and confident.
Yeah, they'll be looking to add to their impressive record in these games, that's for sure.
That's a go. It's a good try, and only just wide of the mark. Udogie. Jonathan David. Molero. When they last played, Real were the winners against Girona. What do you expect from them here?
Yes, their 2-0 victory was fairly comfortable in the end. They certainly controlled most of the possession. Today, I'm expecting a similar outcome because they have that little bit of extra quality. It'll be tight, though.
And the flag's gone up for offside.
Well, he has to work a lot harder to stay onside there. He didn't read the situation at all.
Mendy. Well, he's a player that many have been talking about. Will we be talking about him for the right reasons today, though?
Well, I love watching him play. He's so creative, particularly in the top third of the pitch. Let's hope he performs well here.
Joško Gvardiol. On to Bellingham. Pushing forward, and there are choices on. And they might be in. Jude Bellingham. This could be dangerous. Good spell of patient possession. And for all the keeping of the ball, they've gone nowhere. Promising looking ball. Now I'm hearing of a goal at the Mestalla. Over to Alex Scott for all the details.
It's a goal for Valencia. It was an early cross into the box, and it was a great headed finish. They've scored the opener here with 26 minutes played.
Alex there ensuring we don't miss a thing. Mikatadze. The effort shut out.
That's how to get a block in.
Ashraf Hakimi. Now Bellingham. Mendy. Neves. On to Dembele. Just needs the composure now. And it's there. They have a goal. And they have the lead.
Well, I won't get tired of watching this. It's an outstanding bit of play. Just look how far he runs with the ball. That's a great goal.
And the game restarts with the score 1-0. Molero. That set up the chance. They've lost it there, and the attack is over. And delivered into the middle. Hurried clearance, still plenty of threat. And that is where the attack will end. Jude Bellingham. On to Mendy. Aurelien Chouameni. Now Hakimi. And that brings the first half here at Villarreal to a close. Back to it then, the second half begins. Udogi. Setting up the chance. And that's where it ends, with possession lost.
They didn't allow that to develop, did they? Good organisation, I would say.
A stubborn refusal to give up possession. And that's been ruled as offside. Ousmane Dembele. Real exploiting the space on the flank. defending to stop an almost certain goal. Well, of all the players we're watching today, would you agree that he'd certainly get good marks so far?
He took his goal well and was a constant threat throughout that first half. I thought he showed a lot of skill to get out of tight situations, and he had a real impact on the play.
I'm hearing there's been a penalty in another match, so let's go to Alex for the details.
Yeah, Valencia were awarded the penalty. I think the goalkeeper did his homework with this one because he dived the right way. It remains 1-0 with 58 minutes on the clock.
Thanks, Alex, as always. Josko Gvardiol. On to Bellingham. There's a chance for them to go now. Genuine chance here. And he's flung himself to keep it out. What a stop that is. It's played in now. Molero. Comesaña. Need to be better with the ball. They found a way through. David. Breaking at pace. This could be dangerous. They found a way through, but the keeper gets there. No trouble in the end. And we're inside the final 15 minutes. Space out wide for Real. And the flag's gone up for offside.
Well, he has to work a lot harder to stay onside there. He didn't read the situation at all.
And there's going to be a change now. George Mikautadze. Well, they certainly still believe this looks promising. Goalkeeper asserts himself well there to get to the ball. Neves. That's a nice forward-thinking pass. Still trying to find the space. Real moving the ball forward. What can they do from here? Danger averted. Nicely done.
Yeah, that was well read.
Molero. The deflection sends it out. Throw in. Oh, could be here. Oh, he saw it coming. There we are, full time here, and it's Real Madrid who will go home happy, having taken all the points.
Gracias por su tiempo. Le agradezco que haya aceptado contestar a estas preguntas. Muchas gracias por su tiempo y su...
Okay, welcome everyone. We'll be starting with questions now. That's all. Thank you, guys.
There is no hiding the tension in the air. Benching a key player is never easy, but the manager's made the call with the kind of big decision that could be make or break. Will it pay off in a positive way? Welcome to the iconic Santiago Bernabeu. Guy Mowbray with you for commentary, along with Sue Smith. And we've got Champions League action coming up. It's Real Madrid, and they take on Anderlecht.
Yeah, it's been a great start for Real Madrid. 3 points on the board. And if they play like that, they should have no problem getting another positive result here today. And that'd send out a real statement.
All one, well read. This is the Real Madrid starting lineup.
Yeah, it looks like a 4-3-3, and they are really good out wide. The relationships with both wingers and fullbacks are great, and the latter constantly providing overlaps to create 2v1 situations. Both have got good delivery, so it's just about getting on the end of things.
Could be something developing here. Now it needs a good ball in. That one's gone out. Throw in to come. Flips. That's a good ball. Chance to move ahead. And it's in. It's no longer goalless. There's the opener.
Well, it's a lovely pass to thread it through. Real awareness to spot the run. And as soon as he's through 1v1 with the goalkeeper, he just goes for power and smashes it in the net. It's a quality finish.
And we're back underway at 1-0. Patient build-up, but not quite the end product.
Yeah, that looks really promising. They'll be disappointed, you know.
Pushing forward now to make the right choice. Here we go.
Oh no!
Oh, you can't stop them now. They've got another in double quick time.
Well, this is a neat and tidy finish. His movement is great. He finds a yard of space, and then it's so composed.
So it's 2-0 as the ball gets rolling again. Better with the ball. That set up the chance. They're in here. It's a 3-goal lead and the win almost guaranteed.
I just love the awareness here to see the pass, and the execution is just perfect. And the movement is good to get on the end of it. And it's a simple finish in the end.
So off we go once more at 3-0. Oh, brilliant anticipation. Now there could be an opportunity to counter. And it's opened up. Incredible reactions from the keeper there.
Well, quick passing, great movement. It's a nightmare to defend against. Showed such pace going forward, but brilliant from the keeper.
And always too high. It looked a good chance, but he couldn't keep it down. The assistant's flag is raised. That'll be offside. First half almost over. And what a position they've got themselves into here.
Yeah, this has been a really good first half performance. They've dictated the pace of the game on the whole. They've made some really good opportunities too. And I'm sure the manager will be...
Hang on, goal here maybe. And it's been well watched by the goalkeeper. It's put into the middle. Well, danger averted, but it will be another corner. They decide against putting it in. And they might be in. A chance yet to appear. Oh, great block.
Great awareness, that. Just doing the right thing there.
Lovely, incisive ball. Oh, the keenest of reflexes.
Yeah, his agility was phenomenal. He had so little time. Truly world-class, that.
Played into the box. And that's going to be all for the first half at the Bernabeu. And the ball is rolling for the second half of a pretty one-sided game. Ludwig Augustinsson. Nice move ends thanks to nice defending.
Yeah, snuffed out nicely.
Keep going, says the referee. Advantage. And a really smart stop there. Eduardo Camavinga. Breaking at pace, this could be dangerous. pass played through perfectly. Onto it, in on goal. It's in. A well-taken goal. And no wonder he's off celebrating.
Well, let's take another look at this. I thought he might have been off at first, but it's really well timed. And once he's clean through, you always fancied him to finish, stayed composed and tucked it away brilliantly.
Augustinson. A goalkeeper ready for anything. Job done. And into the last 30 minutes now. Could turn out to be a really good ball. He's glanced at the pitch there, but only himself to... blame really for a blaze that's missed. Ashraf Hakimi. Threads it through. What a chance this could be. It's another goal. And this just got very interesting indeed. With time for another one yet.
Well, if we watch this again, it's all about being alert in and around the box. And when the ball falls to him, he's clinical. That's a really nice finish.
Something for Real Madrid to bite on now as the game restarts. Camera. Time to get creative from here. Lovely ball, this could lead to something. Has the space to whip it in here. Here we go!
No!
And there's another one! Valuable breathing space for them now.
Well, here's the replay, and it's quite a straightforward finish in the end. But he does well to find space and then hit the target. I'm sure he'll be pleased with that.
And the game gets going again at 4-2. Only 15 minutes left for play now. Good job done to keep it there. Staying patient, and the defence staying in shape.
Yeah, you can see they're just waiting for an opening.
An attack that's come to nothing. Just a reminder that we have more coverage from La Liga coming up for you here on EA TV as Real face Elche. Another game to hopefully whet your appetite. Oh, wonderful ball that. Now that's where to win the ball. Here they go. But they're not quite in sync there. It's offside.
Well, he's got to do better there. He's got to realise the situation and keep hold of the ball a bit longer so that he can get back onside.
Well, full-time is approaching, and the Real fans will almost certainly make their feelings clear about this when the whistle goes.
It's been a poor performance. I think they lost the battle in the midfield, just couldn't get close enough and lost too many of those second balls. I bet they can't wait for the whistle to go and move on to the next game.
Good ball in behind. It's there, and maybe there could still be something in this game.
Look Look at this. The through ball's timed to perfection. Just splits the defence. But then he's still got to finish it. He just looks the keeper in the eye. He's able to slip it past him. It's a really nice goal.
So it's 4-3 now as the game restarts. This could get interesting. And the referee brings the game to a close. A game that hasn't gone Real Madrid's way.
Yeah, they'll be disappointed today.
We've got some questions for you. Thank you for answering the questions.
Building to a crescendo all week, and very shortly it will be for real. We have all the action for you live. Good evening and welcome ahead of what should be a pulsating night of football. My name's Derek Ray, and delighted to have alongside me, as usual on these occasions, Stuart Robson. And the focus is on one of the finest leagues in world football, La Liga. It's Elche taking on Real Madrid.
Well, as is always the case, both teams will look to control the centre of the pitch. Whichever can do that will dominate possession and probably the game. This is going to be key, I think, today.
And And here's the starting 11 for Real Madrid.
Well, when you play in a 3-5-2 formation, the position of the wing-backs is key. If they drop too deep, you can't dominate possession.
Oh, look at this, they must score! Decent idea. Can they nudge in front? Oh, big moment! And the keeper more than equal to the task. He's driven in the corner. Well, Real Madrid have been excellent in terms of keeping the ball out of their own net, and they'll hope for more of the same in this game, Stuart.
Well, their defensive game plan is second to none this season, and that comes down to the coach and his work on the training field. That doesn't happen by chance. This is planned, practiced and perfected on a daily basis.
And played in. Brilliantly blocked. What can he do with it now? Could be. Oh, that's defending of the highest order.
That was a goal-saving challenge, no doubt about that.
Mendy. And Bellingham. He's in behind. Oh, excellent reflexes.
Yeah, made it really difficult for the striker. Top-class goalkeeping.
Who can he pick out? And they're not out of the woods. This looks interesting. Aurelien Tchouameni. Well, wide by a hair's breadth. Almost had it where he wanted it. Committed challenge. Can he put them in front? Oh, that's really high-class goalkeeping. But now it grinds to a halt because the flag has been raised. Osorio. Can they deliver here? It's looking promising. A chance to whip it in. And it crossed the touchline, so a throw in here. Oh, useful ball. This for the lead. And there it is, 1-0. Their efforts have been rewarded. And look at the celebrations.
Well, here we can see it again. Look at the way he glides past the defender to create space for himself. But there's still plenty for him to do. Under all sorts of pressure from the defender, he's just able to keep him at bay and finishes with aplomb. It's a great goal.
The ball is moving once more. How important will that opening goal prove to be? Gvardiol. Jude Bellingham. Really inventive stuff from Real here. This could square the game. And that's exactly what has transpired. Now, that could be a massive turning point, and momentum is with them.
Well, here it is again, and it's a superbly weighted through ball to break that defensive line. And then what a finish. That's been hit with such power and pace. The keeper has no time to react. It's a brilliant strike.
Underway again here on the back of that leveller. Bellingham. Joao Neves. Decent looking ball. In behind. And there it is! 2 goals in a matter of minutes. Incredible stuff.
Well, first of all, where's the defending? They're all over the place. But give him some credit. That's a good finish. Great composure.
Well, as they kick off again, 2-1 the current state of affairs. Febas. It is to be a throw-in. Just 1 minute of stoppage time, say the officials. Mendy. Well, the managers will now deliver their half-time. Well, it is advantage Real after the first 45 minutes, but there's a long way from being settled. Excellent defending. Space for Real out wide. Can they do it? And just narrowly wide in the end. And the substitution will occur now. An exciting La Liga match in prospect here on EA TV. It's Elche against Villarreal. Well, good idea. Clever defending. Well, that was easy on the eye. But a good piece of tidying up. Passes like that, very much in his repertoire. Trying to open up the defence. Oh, but just unable to unlock the defence. More football for you to enjoy from La Liga coming up here on EA TV. It's Real Madrid, and they take on Rayo Vallecano.
That looks a really entertaining game. Two good teams with two excellent coaches. I can't wait for that one to come round.
Promising attack. But a good piece of defending to bring it to an end. And a goal to tell you about in Vigo. So let's join Alex Scott for an update.
Yeah, it's a goal for Celta Vigo.
Could be in. Oh, what a save!
Yeah, did so well there. Got his angles absolutely spot on.
Well, he couldn't pick out a teammate inside the box. Strong bit of pressing.
Well, those stats show us that Real Madrid haven't had that much of the ball, but what they've done with it has been really good, and they'll be happy with the way the game is being played at the moment. They love to play on the counter-attack.
Well, that's right, preserving the lead and doing it really well. Well, sincere apologies for having to cut you off just then, Alex. To clarify, Celta did score in that match, and they're winning in that game at the moment by 2-1. Well, he stopped them in their tracks. Well, we're inside the final quarter of an hour now. Delightful pass. Emphasis on the clearance, a good one.
He's just cleared the danger for now.
Well, breaking at pace is always a possibility. Well, annoyingly, nothing comes of it. Oh, moving it nicely. And support available. This could level it. And collected with considerable ease. And it wasn't superb distribution by the keeper, that we can say. Oh, did so well to deny him. And a double substitution it's going to be. And a good-looking pass. And it crossed the touchline, so a throw in here. Chance to play it in. That's a good-looking pass. What a vital intervention. A corner kick, and who knows, this might represent the last chance to grab an equaliser. Loves to cut in from the wide areas. Intercepted at the right time.
Yeah, that's the way to snuff out pressure.
And there's the full-time whistle. Maximum points for Real Madrid.
Well, Derek, it was a tight game. Both sides had their...
Gracias por su tiempo. Le agradezco que haya aceptado contestar a estas preguntas. Muchas gracias por su tiempo.
Les agradecemos su paciencia. Las preguntas empezarán en unos instantes. ¿Se acabó? No hay más.
I have one mic. इंडिया से है ये। आप कहाँ से हो भाई? Nice.
Well, for some games, there's just the feel of extra excitement in the air, and this is undoubtedly one of those games. It's a hugely significant clash, but which way is it going to go? It's on the way for you next, right here on EA TV. Welcome to the iconic Santiago Bernabeu. My name's Guy Mowbray, and alongside me is Sue Smith for commentary. And we've got action from La Liga EA Sports on the way. It's Real Madrid, and they play Rayo Vallecano.
I can't wait for this one today. The atmosphere is buzzing, and I'm hoping the football lives up to it.
Ashraf Hakimi. Space now to get a crossover. Looking to cut in now. Oh, good strike!
भाई मैं भी एमपी से ही हूँ।
Inside the post, but just a whisker away.
क्या नाम है आपका?
This is how the visitors start the game.
Yeah, they're playing a 4-3-3. One central striker with the wingers providing the width. A quite narrow three in midfield, and then a back four where the full-backs, they're going to be expected to get up and down those flanks.
Well, you can see the confidence from the start, can't you?
Yeah, they've got a strong record against this team, and it shows. They're really looking up for this today.
Garcia. Oh, brilliant save, superbly kept out. To the box it goes.
Okay.
Having a go. Holds it steady, no worries there. Hakimi. When they last played, Real were the winners against Elche. What are you expecting from this one?
Yeah, it was a test, but they'll be pleased with the 2-1 away from home. I think it could be a similar result today. They look well organised, they're a threat going forward, and if they do that again, they should have no problem.
Passing and the movement is good here.
Yeah, they're keeping it well, aren't they?
Chance to score! A vital block. It's played in now. Well, a promising looking attack, but just unable to take advantage. Setting up the chance. Oh, brilliant anticipation. De Frutos. Valentin. Real Madrid come away with it. Neves. Oh, that's fabulous from the goalkeeper.
Yeah, it is. What a fantastic save that is. He shows great power and agility to get to it. Certainly one for the show reel.
Played into the box. Instinctive and fantastic.
Yeah, that's a real confidence booster. Just knowing your keeper can handle those crucial moments.
A nervy clearance, still pressure. And nothing coming from their play in the end. Oscar Valentin. Delivered into the middle. Well, that promising attack has been stopped.
It's career mode.
Oscar Valentin.
Manager career mode.
Valentin. Promising looking ball. And it's a decent stop by the goalkeeper. Mendy. This is Hakimi. And able to come away with the ball. Played in with that. And a chance to move ahead. Brilliant. Great save.
What a stop was it from the keeper. He doesn't have much time to react. That's a top save.
And that's going to be all for the first half of the Bernabeu. Off we go again. The second half begins. Keeping the ball, but being kept at bay with the sides locked level.
Yeah, they just need to make this count now.
Good work from Real Madrid to win the ball back. Dembele.
नहीं भाई अभी तो मैं करियर मोड ही खेलता हूँ.
Now Chouameni. João Neves. Aurelian Chouameni. Not going gung-ho for goal, not yet anyway. Trying his luck from range here. Not a bad effort, but it's gone just wide and away. Substitution coming up. Well, he's struggled to get involved as much as he'd like so far. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, he's not been involved enough for me. Not seen enough for the ball. I think if they're to kick on in the second half, it's key that they get the ball into his feet just that little bit quicker.
Lovely pass, the ticket to be in. Oh, sensational from the goalkeeper.
Yeah, his reaction speed was outstanding, and stop what looked like a certain
Thank
goal.
you भाई. ठीक रहा हूँ भाई.
Delivered into the box. Cleared, but not far enough. Breaking at pace, this could be dangerous. De Frutos. Valentin. And the forward progress continues. A body in the way.
Brilliant from the defender. Great block.
Mendy.
कोई ना प्रैक्टिस से आ जाएगा.
Chouameni.
Hello.
Mendy. Jude Bellingham. Good work, they've got it back.
हाँ भाई इंडिया में है.
Could turn out to be a really good ball.
Where are you from?
Space now to get a crossover. Good pressure. Can they make something of this?
Well, the fans are trying their best to push the team forward. I'm sure they feel there's a goal coming.
Now there could be a chance to counter. Chance for the lead, and it's there. The opening goal on Derby Day sparks delirium.
about the through ball for me. The weight of the pass is just perfect. And then as soon as Dembele's through on goal, you're confident that he's going to finish. He opts for power, and it just flies into the back of the net.
To hang on to this lead. Valentine. Oscar Valentine. They certainly still believe this looks promising. Oscar Valentine. Pushing forward with options available now. That's a go.
Oh,
well,
my
not a million miles away.
No, it was close. Decent effort that. Just need to keep plugging away and surely the goal will come.
Jude Bellingham. Advantage played, no free kick. Decent chance.
Another
Yes. Goal, and one that surely will seal the win.
Thank you.
There we are, full time here, and it's Real Madrid who will go home happy, having taken all the points.
Yeah, it was a positive performance.
En primer lugar, querría agradecerle su tiempo para contestar a estas preguntas. Gracias por las respuestas.
Okay, welcome everyone. We'll be starting with questions now. Yeah. That's all the time we have for
The last game brought up 50 wins as manager. Now to start the push towards another 50. Live on EA TV. Hello from one of the world's most iconic stadiums, the Santiago Bernabeu. I'm Guy Mowbray and I'm joined by the ever-knowledgeable Stuart Robson. And we're all set for another UEFA Champions League fixture here. It's Real Madrid and they take on Leipzig.
Well, you have to say, these European nights are always special. There's been a real buzz about the city today. Let's hope we get a good match tonight.
This is the Real Madrid starting lineup.
Well, the wingers will be key here. They have to choose the right time to give width and the right time to come infield to support the centre-forward. If they can do that, they're a potent front three. No doubt about that.
Just lacked a little concentration there, and behind it goes. This is the Leipzig lineup.
Yeah, the same formation and the same sort of game plan. So this will all be about which individuals can get the better of their opponent. This will be a tough battle.
Genuine chance here. It's 1-0. The first blow struck very early.
Well, as you can see, he gave the keeper no chance there. He looked so confident, didn't he? That's a cool finish.
So it's 1-0 as the ball gets rolling again. Gietrauda. Strong work there to keep it. What a cool bit of defending.
Yeah, he makes those interceptions so well.
Mendy. Now Bellingham. João Neves. Hakimi. Switched on and ready to intercept there. Castello Luqueba. Lovely ball, this could lead to something. Now, can he get the crossing? And that's not a bad save at all. Over it comes. They've lost it, needlessly really. Terrific save. To the box it goes. Away, not far enough. It was looking good, but not all the way through. An open invitation on the wing here. What a chance here. He goes, and on, and on. Vidla Baku. Oh dear, it's a miss. It's an effort he won't want to see again. Camavinga. And news of a goal in one of the other matches. Over to Alex Scott.
It's a goal from Manchester City. It was an early cross which found him in acres of space, and it was a beautiful headed finish. It's now 1-0 with 31 minutes played.
Nice one, Alex, thank you. Hakimi. It looks the right ball. Maybe not. That was well read to cut it out. Not long until the interval, and Real Madrid have the edge. How about their overall performance?
Well, it's been a tight game so far, but they've just had that little bit more quality on the...
Oh, takes it on. Well, goal bound at first. It's ended ended up in the crowd. Ball lost and the chance gone.
Well, no way through there.
Nicholas Seival. Oh, could be here. Struggling to keep it here. Could be a chance to break here. And that whistle brings the first half to a close. Second half underway, and although Real Madrid lead, that could quite easily change. Ferland Mendy. Jude Bellingham. Onto Camavinga. Surely now. Real opportunity. It's there, and it's a goal. That's a real settler for them. 2 in front now.
Well, it's lovely technique, as you can see. He just wraps his foot around the ball and bends it beyond the keeper. That's a good goal.
So away we go again at 2-0 now. Reminder for you of another La Liga story coming up on EA TV as Real face Celta Vigo. That's one surely not to be missed.
Well, that should be a really good game between two entertaining teams in a great stadium.
Okay, it's time to cross to Alex Scott now because there's been a goal elsewhere.
And it's his second goal for Manchester City.
Well, it could be in here. Well, there's another, and they're running away with it now. It's become a question of just how many they'll get.
Well, here it is again, and just look how he creates this chance. That's so inventive, and he makes no mistake with the finish. He showed a lot of composure there.
Back to the action, and it's looking like a matter of how many Real could get. Promising looking ball. And he's put that one away very nicely indeed.
Well, here we can see it again. He's shown outstanding vision to find the perfect cutback, and he makes the finish look so easy. What a good goal that is.
And we're back underway at 3-1. A goal's been scored in one of the other games. Alex Scott has the news.
Yep, it's a goal for Arsenal. They've pulled one back with 59 minutes gone.
Thanks, Alex. And that'll be Leipzig's throw-in.
Well, Real Madrid have certainly dominated the ball, as you can see, and that's been because of their ability to win the ball back so quickly. Their pressing has been excellent, and they just haven't stopped working. It's been a fantastic performance up to now.
And here's a change being made by Leipzig. Neves. Onto Camavinga. Bellingham. They've given it away here. Pushing forward with options available now. And he's flung himself to keep it out. What a stop that is. It's been delivered. Hakimi. 20 minutes to go. What a chance here. Well, it was looking good, but ultimately nothing doing. Bellingham. On to Camavinga. They found a way through. Well, it looked promising, but well read to cut it out in the end. Setting up the chance. And
Nice.
dealt with smartly, ready quicker than anyone. This could bring belief back. Oh, superb reflexes to get across to that. Outstanding. The corner is fired in. Well, he got his head to it, but not the right part of the head, it seems. It's a bad miss. Eduardo Camavinga. And news of a goal in one of the other matches. Over to Alex Scott.
Yeah, it's a third goal for Manchester City. They're now behind by 1 with just under 10 minutes to go.
Alex keeping us right up to date. Could turn out to be a really good ball. It was timed right, but didn't go in the ideal direction. Jude Bellingham. Nicely played. The attack broken up. Camavinga. So that will do it for today, and it's the Real Madrid fans who go home the happier. Your overall impression?
Well,
We've got some questions for you. Thank you. That's all the questions we've got for you.
Yes, I do. I don't have money. Don't you understand?
This is the kind of occasion we all relish as football fans. Non-stop hype all week long, and now for the action. And this is the scene here in Vigo, in northwest Spain. We're at the Estadio Abanca Balaidos. I'm Derek Ray, and joining me to provide expert analysis is Sue Smith. And looking forward to bringing you action from the Spanish top flight, La Liga. It's Celta Vigo, and they take on Real Madrid. And the keeper holding his nerve, collecting the ball. Well, here is the lineup for the hosts today.
Yeah, it does look like a 4-4-2. Out of possession, I'm sure they'll stay compact in their shape. They'll shift across the pitch together. But when they go forward, the central strikers are going to be key to hold the ball up while waiting for runners.
Playing with a flow and intensity, but the danger averted for now. And let's dissect the Real Madrid side.
Yeah, it looks like a 4-4-2, and I always think that this system offers a strong defensive presence all over the pitch. And in attack...
And there it is,
Lucky.
the opening goal, the ideal way to start.
Well, here it is again, and this is great pressure high up the field. They don't just go in ones and twos, they all go together, and that makes it so difficult to play out. Then it's a nice finish after that.
One 0 then. Lucas Boye. On to Hutchinson.
No.
And an incredible save. Could easily have been the leveller.
Well, you've got to give credit to the keeper there. Great reaction, wasn't it?
Oh, man.
Oh, that is a majestic goal. Volleyed home with precision and style. Superbly done.
Well, you can see this delivery from the corner is spot on, and he watches it all the way, then just tucks it in with confidence.
So the ball is rolling again at 1-1. Aurelien Tchouameni. Hakimi. Tchouameni. Now with Bellingham. What can Real do from this position? And options in the centre. Good tackle. Omari Hutchinson. Lucas Boye. Decent position. Well, a classic example of how to intercept. Neves.
No.
Oh, it might be! And the keeper dealing with it. Lucas Boye. Boye has it. Very quick thinking there. Realising that it might be opening up on the opposite flank.
Yeah, opens them up well with that.
Müller. Thoughtful play. And a throw in for Celta. Well, a disappointing throw in there. Crossing possibilities. Well, an opportunity here for them to get their noses in front from the corner.
Oh, if you listen to that, they're really getting behind their team. And I'm sure they sense a goal's coming here.
Oh, good work to deny the opportunity. Oh, another corner kick conceded. Let's see what they do this time. Good bit of defending. Jude Bellingham. Aurelien Tchouameni. And Real's creative tendencies coming to the fore. But it fizzles out thanks to that piece of defending. It's looking promising.
No.
Trying to find the right angle of attack. And so the first half is now in the history books here at the Estadio Abanca Bala. And off we go again. The second half has begun. Mendy. And Bellingham. Will it be? And it's in! They're back in front. Stunning scenes here.
Well, here's the replay. Despite lots of pressure from the defender, he manages to hold him off, gets his shot away. It's a good goal, that.
So there we have it, 2-1. More exciting La Liga action coming up for you here on EA TV. It's Celta Vigo, and they'll be facing Elche. Oh, breezing past him. That takes the wind out of their sails. Great defending. Aurelien Tchouameni. Bellingham. Maybe room here for the counter-attack. Quick thinking defensively.
Yeah, they won it back well there.
And using the flank. Omari Hutchinson. Could be dangerous. Well, made it look routine, but read it well. Well, more exciting La Liga action coming up for you here on EA TV.
This is a really good chance.
Oh, our hats are off! What a challenge! And does well to keep it in play. João Neves. Now with Bellingham. Dembele. Neves. Aurélien Tchouaméni. So plenty of forward momentum from Real Madrid here. Excellent defending.
Well, as soon as they won the ball back, there was an almighty roar. The fans are trying to push the team forward and get an equaliser.
Just 15 minutes remaining. Bellingham. Well, let's see about the cross. Well, not the best clearance. Well, I'm not sure the keeper particularly wanted that, but danger averted for now. Ball back with Celta now. Well, on the attack, hunting for a late equaliser here.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, no!
Drama here, level once more.
Dude.
Incredible scenes.
Here we can see it again, and this is really good strength. He uses his body well, and once he gets a yard, he finishes it nicely. Really good composure.
So they restart the game, all even once more, but will it stay that way? Hakimi. Five minutes to go. Can he find
Come
the
on,
net?
Hakimi.
And just too much height on the shot. And the electronic board showing 1 additional minute. Really fine piece of defending play to break us up. And so there we have it, full time here and a draw. A point apiece, both sides having to settle for that. What did you think of the Real?
En primer lugar, querría agradecerle su tiempo para contestar a estas preguntas. Gracias de nuevo por su tiempo.
Okay, friends, it's enough for today. I will see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye.